Welcome to Cornish Fat Lad Cycling. I'm on a mission to lose some weight. Started properly in July, really, end of lockdown, really. Got myself a bike last year as an electric bike, and I know a few of you will say, "Oh, electric bike, they're cheating." That is it. They're not like they used to be. You could wind a handle and you go by itself. You have to pedal them. You have to do that now. This is my indoor setup. This is. Anyway, my name's Stephen. Hello, good hunger. Yes, I'm a fat lad, Cornish fat lad. As you can see, belly to come off. But yeah, I'm on a mission to try and lose some weight. I've lost a bit of stone so far because I did go stupid over the lockdown. I don't know, like I said, I bought myself an electric bike last year and I got into it in July this year. And they're fantastic machines, they really are. I mean, you've got 3 settings on there. I mean, you can go as easy or as hard as you like, if you know what I mean. I've only ever used eco on it. And actually, if you know Cornwall, it is quite a hilly place. And they're just fantastic. I mean, you know, you keep your eye on your heart rate and things like that, and you certainly get a workout with them. There's no doubt about that. I mean, if you want, you can put it in high setting and it just goes up the hills like eating a bacon sandwich if you wanted to. Think of that. No, but I mean, I'd never used the high settings on it and never had to yet. But yeah, they're good. But for Christmas, I bought myself a new bike. Just ordinary one, like, so as I get fitter I'll use that as well. So the idea is to get a lot fitter. Although I'm no couch potato, I've always been active all my life. But as you know, some people relate to it. Some people can eat what they want, some people can't. And I do eat quite good now, but I've always struggled with my weight and I don't think that'll ever change. But I'm on a mission to see if I can get down to 16 stone by March, April next year. But, Christmas coming up, what I don't want to do is put more weight on, so I'll just be out on my bike. Since I've got this indoor trainer, I've been on my bike every single day. So, if it's raining, I'll come in and use this. Sometimes half an hour, sometimes an hour. But I've got well into the bikes now. I love it. And it makes you feel good. It does me, anyhow. So, like I say, if you come along on the journey, just like and subscribe, and I'll show you what I do each day. See what I weigh and what not. I'll show you that and what I eat. Because I do eat a lot of plant-based now as well. I'm not vegan or nothing like that, but I do eat a lot of plant-based stuff. I have a little bit of meat sometimes over the weekend, that sort of thing, a bit of fish. So yeah, but I'll show you my setup in here. I borrowed this off a customer of mine. I walk with her dog, and her partner said that you can use that, because he's only here collecting dust in the winter. So I said thanks very much. So I bought off Amazon. I got a trainer. Turbo trainer, what they call. So you put your wheel in there and bolt it up so it's just off the ground then, and it goes on one of the rollers there, as you can see. And there's a cable there which make it hard or whatever, light, and I use the gears there as well. But what I use is this here. Because, yourself, you get a bike and just sitting here up on your own, it gets a bit hard going, doesn't it? And boring. But I use this. I'll follow that. And they're workouts on YouTube. And you just follow along and it shows the hardness and all what they're doing going up a hill and whatnot. You just go up a harder gear on yourself, so you just do the workout what they're doing. and you know, they have them all over the world, so they're pretty good. That's how I do it. But then you can, if you want, you can sign up to like Zwift and whatnot, and pay a monthly subscription, and you can race against other people in the world and things like that. But this here does me at the moment. They are good. There's a lot of them on YouTube, and you get ones hit high intense training as well. They're very good as well. So you don't have to come off sweating. So that's what I do. Right. As you can see, the great setup light is on my clothes horse. Yeah, proper Bradley Wiggins style light, you know. But you can do it as cheap or as expensive as you like, you know. It's like any hobby, isn't it? So yeah, it's good. So that's what I'm going to do. If you want to follow along, please like and subscribe, and we can do it. See how I get on. Even when I've got Christmas coming up, what I'm planning to do is, like say, ride the bike every day. And even on Christmas Day if I have to, just for half an hour. My main Christmas Day is when I have my son over on Boxing Day. But he doesn't come over till lunchtime, so I'll probably get a quick half an hour in on that. And probably have a few pints, but just what I'm hoping is just Christmas Day and Boxing Day, and then get eating good again. So here we go. But I'll show, when I was on the journey, what I'll do is I'll weigh myself, show you that, and when I eat something, I'll show you that when I'm eating it, like, you know, and what I eat. You know, it'll only be a few minutes each time, but I really want to do this. And like I say, there's a chap on YouTube now. He's been on there for a few years, I think. I come across him the other day, well, a couple of weeks ago, really, being honest. And he's really inspired me. He's a big bloke as well, and he does a lot of cycling. And it just, you know, he just proves that even if you are big, you can still cycle. And you know, he said, you never see anything about me competing with anyone else. It's because you just compete with yourself to get yourself fit. I mean, he goes all over the place, and he's really good. And he wears lycra like me. Oh, we've got to have a bit of lycra. So yeah. So yeah, it's well worth it, I think. I mean, I'm 54 now, and if you don't look after yourself, no one's going to do it for you, are they? So, I'm, you know, touch plenty of wood there. I've been lucky. I've been quite fit through my life, you know. Even though I'm a big lad, I'm always active. I'm never a couch potato. Never have been. I just struggle with my weight. Always have. But I just fancy seeing if I can get some more off and just get even fitter. And the bike seems to be the way to do it, I think. So that's what I'm going to do. So yeah, if you'd like to join me, like I say, like and subscribe, and I'll take you on the journey. It won't be no editing or nothing like that. I mean, it'll be as real as it comes. I mean, you see some of them. That chap that I follow is Cycling Diaries, it's called. If you punch that in on YouTube, he'll come up. I think he's Leonard M. Lee, I think he is. But he's really, really good, and he's funny, and he's the way he talks over, he's good. He really is good. So yeah, he's well worth a look. But yeah, like I say, I'll take you on the journey. So there we go. And when I'm probably go out, if it's not raining tomorrow, I'll go out on my bike tomorrow before I go to work. And I'll take you along with that, just show you. Obviously I won't video all the ride, or it's bored stiff. You go in a coma watching it. But yeah, I'll just take you along best I can. See how we do. And yeah, I do recommend maybe to getting a watch, because when you go out on the bike, you can set it, and it tells you your heart rate and whatnot, and how you're doing. Like on the indoor one, I shall get a little sensor to go in your back wheel down there, and then I can hook that up to my watch end, and it tells you what speed I'm doing on this as well. So yeah, good. So that's what I'll do anyhow. well worth, because if you should work out your heart rate really, because maximum heart rate, the way you do that is 220 and then take off your age, and that gives you maximum heart rate. I think mine is 166, I think. It's that maximum heart rate, and they say to do around about 75%, 80%, maximum. It's because that keeps it safe for you then, mine be around, I don't know, 130, 140, something like that, I think. Obviously you can go up a little bit more, you've got like 80, 90% of your heart rate. But they recommend, as a safety precaution really, that around 120, that sort of thing. Because like mine, I kick in around about 112, 113 as when you're burning fat. So that's the best thing to do. And they say this, I think they call it stage 2, I think, is if you're like round 120, 130, that sort of thing. That's a very safe thing, but quite right to go up to 140, because obviously when you go up hills and all, it's going to go harder, isn't it? But the safety is 140 odd, I think, for me anyhow. But it's well worth checking that out. I mean, you do it on Google, work it out. But basically, work out your maximum heart rate is take off your age off 220. So yeah, that little bit of knowledge come off that Leonard. Well, the cycling diaries. He's really interesting bloke. He is really good. Anyway, like I said, I've done half an hour on here already, and I'll show you on here as well on this bike, when I do one next time and all. But I just thought I'd start it tonight and take you along with me. So, it's a bit late now, so I'll say good night and see you in the Cornish Fat Lad tomorrow. So take care, stay safe, and like I say, if you want to come along, like and subscribe, and I'll see you tomorrow.